Alright, welcome everyone to the channel. Today we are going to be diving into a topic that is absolutely transforming the world of money as we know it. We're talking about the powerful combination of artificial intelligence or AI and cryptocurrency. You've probably heard these terms thrown around a lot, maybe on the news or online, and it can all sound incredibly complicated. My goal today is to break it down for you in the simplest way possible. We're going to go step by step, so even if you are a complete beginner, you will walk away from this with a solid understanding of what's happening and why it matters to your financial future. It's incredibly important to stay informed about these changes because they are happening fast. Before we get into the details, I want to make sure you get the most value out of this, so right now go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Seriously, just take a second and click it. For everyone who subscribes today, I have a special free gift for you. I've put together an exclusive guide, my top 5 crypto investing rules for beginners, and I want to send it to you completely for free. This guide is packed with the essential do's and don'ts that I personally follow. All you have to do is subscribe and I'll tell you how to claim your gift at the end. It's my way of saying thank you for being a part of this community. Now, let's set the stage for what we're about to cover. We're going to start with the basics, defining exactly what AI is without any of the confusing technical jargon. Then, we will do the same thing for cryptocurrency, explaining what it is and the fundamental ideas behind it. Once we have that foundation, we will connect the dots and explore how these two powerful technologies are being used together in the world of finance. We'll look at real examples, discuss the massive opportunities, and most importantly, we will cover the risks that you need to be aware of. This is not financial advice, but it is financial education, and that is priceless. So, get ready to take some notes because the information we're about to go through could genuinely change how you think about investing, saving, and the entire financial system. The convergence of AI and crypto is not just some futuristic concept, it is happening right now, and the people who understand it first are the ones who stand to benefit the most. It's about being ahead of the curve instead of trying to play catch-up later on. Let's not waste any more time. We have a lot of ground to cover, and I want to make sure you get every single bit of information. Let's jump right into our first topic. What in the world is artificial intelligence? So, let's start with artificial intelligence, or AI. I know that term can sound like something straight out of a science fiction movie with robots taking over the world. But in reality, the AI we use every day is a lot simpler and more practical than that. Think of AI as making a computer or a machine smart. It's about teaching a computer how to think, learn from information, and make decisions, almost like a human does. Instead of just following a strict set of pre-programmed instructions, an AI system can analyze new data and adapt its own behavior. This ability to learn and adapt is what makes it so incredibly powerful and useful in so many different areas. Let's use a simple example you already interact with. When you open up Netflix or YouTube, how does it know what shows or videos to recommend to you? That's AI at work. The system looks at what you've watched in the past, what you've liked, and what other people similar to you have enjoyed. It then uses all that data to make an educated guess about what you might want to watch next. It's not a person sitting there making these recommendations, it's a smart algorithm that is constantly learning from your behavior to give you a better experience. That's a perfect, simple example of AI making a decision based on data. Another example is the digital assistant on your phone like Siri or Google Assistant. When you ask it a question, it doesn't just search for keywords. The AI has been trained on a massive amount of language data to understand the context of what you're asking. It can understand different accents, slang, and the nuances of human speech to give you a relevant answer. It learns from every single interaction, getting slightly smarter each time. The core idea here is pattern recognition. AI is exceptionally good at finding patterns in huge amounts of data that a human being could never possibly sift through on their own. So, when we talk about AI in the context of finance, we're talking about using this same smart technology to analyze financial data. Instead of looking at your viewing history, the AI is looking at market trends, stock prices, economic reports, and news articles. It can process millions of data points in a fraction of a second to identify patterns, predict future price movements, or detect fraudulent activity. In short, AI is just a tool, a very advanced tool, that can think and learn from data to help us make smarter decisions. It's not about sentient robots, it's about powerful data analysis. Alright, now that we have a handle on AI, let's move on to the second piece of our puzzle: cryptocurrency. This is another one of those words that gets thrown around a lot, and it can seem very mysterious, but let's break it down. At its core, cryptocurrency is simply digital money. That's it. Think of it like the money you have in your online banking app, but with a few very important differences. Unlike the US dollar or the euro, which are controlled by governments and central banks, cryptocurrencies are typically decentralized. This means that no single company, government, or person controls them. It's a global peer-to-peer system for value. The most famous example of a cryptocurrency, and the one that started it all, is Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was created, the goal was to build a new kind of financial system that didn't rely on traditional banks. The creator wanted a way for people to send money directly to each other online without needing a middleman like PayPal or a bank to approve the transaction. This decentralization is a key concept to understand. In the traditional system, if you want to send money to a friend, your bank has to verify you have the funds and then process the transaction. With crypto, the network of users verifies the transaction together. So why is it called cryptocurrency? The crypto part comes from the word cryptography, which is the science of secure communication. Cryptocurrencies use incredibly complex cryptography to secure transactions and to control the creation of new units. This makes it extremely difficult for anyone to counterfeit or spend the same digital coin twice. Every transaction is like a digital signature that is unique and cannot be forged. This high level of security is fundamental to why people trust the system, even without a central authority like a bank watching over it. It's security through mathematics and code. In essence, you can think of cryptocurrency as a digital cash system that is secured by advanced code and run by a global community of users instead of a single institution. There are now thousands of different cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Ripple, and many others, each with its own unique features and purposes. Some are designed to be fast and cheap for everyday payments, while others are built to support complex applications and contracts, but they all share that core idea of being digital, decentralized, and secured through cryptography. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about what money is and who should control it. So we know cryptocurrency is digital, decentralized money, but how does it actually work without a bank in the middle to keep track of everything? The answer lies in a technology called the blockchain. You have absolutely heard this word before, and it's the engine that makes almost all cryptocurrencies run. The simplest way to think of a blockchain is as a public digital ledger, or a giant shared spreadsheet. Every single transaction that has ever happened with a particular cryptocurrency is recorded on this ledger. It's a complete history of all the money moving around in the system, and everyone on the network has a copy. When you send cryptocurrency to someone, that transaction is broadcast to the entire network. A group of participants on the network, often called miners or validators, then work to verify that your transaction is legitimate. They check to make sure you actually have the funds you're trying to send. Once a group of transactions is verified, it gets bundled together into a block. This new block is then added to the end of the existing chain of blocks in a permanent and unchangeable way. This is why it's called a blockchain. It's literally a chain of blocks, each containing transaction data. The security of the blockchain comes from two key things. First, it's decentralized. Because thousands of people all over the world have a copy of the ledger, it's practically impossible for a hacker to change it. To alter a transaction, a hacker would need to simultaneously change the ledger on more than half of the computers on the network, which is an incredibly difficult and expensive task. This distribution of information makes the system very resilient and tamper-proof. It's not stored in one place like a bank's central server, it's everywhere at once, which makes it much more secure. Second, the blocks are linked together using cryptography. Each new block contains a cryptographic reference to the block that came before it, creating a strong, unbreakable chain. If someone tried to go back and alter an old transaction in a previous block, it would change that block's cryptographic signature. This would break the link to all the subsequent blocks, and the rest of the network would immediately see the inconsistency and reject the change. So, the blockchain provides a secure, transparent, and permanent record of ownership, all without needing a central authority to manage it. That's the technological magic that makes it all possible. Now we get to the really exciting part. How do these two powerful technologies, artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency, actually come together? When you combine AI's ability to analyze massive amounts of data with the decentralized and data-rich world of crypto, you unlock some incredible possibilities. Think about it. The blockchain is a transparent public ledger containing every transaction. This is a goldmine of data. AI algorithms can be trained to sift through this enormous data set to find patterns, predict market movements, and enhance security in ways that would be impossible for a human to do. One of the most direct applications is in crypto trading. The crypto market is famous for being extremely volatile, with prices swinging wildly in short periods. It also operates 24/7, unlike the traditional stock market. For a human trader, this is exhausting and incredibly difficult to keep up with. But for an AI, it's the perfect environment. An AI can monitor thousands of different cryptocurrencies across hundreds of exchanges, all at the same time, without ever needing to sleep. It can analyze price charts, trading volume, and even social media sentiment to make split-second trading decisions. Beyond just trading, AI can fundamentally improve the infrastructure of the crypto world. For example, AI can be used to make blockchain networks more efficient and scalable. Some newer blockchain projects are using AI algorithms to manage the network, optimize how transactions are processed, and even adjust the network's rules in real time to improve performance. This is known as an AI-powered blockchain, where the intelligence of the AI helps the network run smoother and faster. It's like having an automated, super smart network administrator working around the clock to keep everything in perfect order. Furthermore, AI plays a massive role in what is called DeFi, or decentralized finance. DeFi aims to rebuild traditional financial services like lending, borrowing, and insurance on the blockchain without the need for banks. AI can be used here to create more sophisticated financial products. For instance, an AI could analyze a user's transaction history on the blockchain to create a decentralized credit score, allowing them to take out a loan without ever filling out a form at a bank. The AI makes the risk assessment, and the entire process is automated through a smart contract on the blockchain. This is where the two technologies truly merge to create something new. Let's look at some more concrete, real-world examples of how AI is being used in the crypto space right now. One of the biggest areas is security. Because crypto transactions are irreversible, security is absolutely paramount. AI-powered security systems are being developed to monitor blockchain networks for suspicious activity. These systems can analyze transaction patterns in real time to detect behavior that might indicate a hack, a scam, or money laundering. For example, if a large amount of funds is suddenly moved from a wallet that has been inactive for years, an AI system can flag it as a potential security breach and alert the necessary parties. Another powerful example is in the world of automated trading bots. There are now many platforms that allow users to deploy AI-driven trading strategies. You don't have to be a coding genius to use them. These bots can execute complex strategies like arbitrage, where the AI looks for tiny price differences for the same cryptocurrency on different exchanges. It might buy Bitcoin for $70,000 on one exchange and simultaneously sell it for $70,050 on another, making a small, low-risk profit. An AI can do this thousands of times per day, and those small profits can add up to a significant amount, a task that would be impossible for a human to perform manually. AI is also revolutionizing market analysis and sentiment analysis for crypto investors. There are AI-powered platforms that scan millions of sources of information every day, news articles, blog posts, tweets, and even Reddit comments to gauge the overall sentiment of the market. The AI analyzes the language being used to determine if the general feeling about a specific coin is positive, negative, or neutral. This sentiment score can be a powerful indicator for investors, helping them understand the market's mood and potentially predict which way prices might be heading. It's like having a super-powered research assistant that reads everything on the internet for you. Finally, we are seeing the rise of AI-powered portfolio management in crypto. These are essentially robo-advisors for your crypto assets. You tell the platform your investment goals and your risk tolerance, and the AI will construct and manage a diversified portfolio of cryptocurrencies for you. The AI will automatically rebalance the portfolio, selling some assets that have gone up in price and buying others that are undervalued, all in order to maintain your desired risk level and maximize potential returns. This makes sophisticated investment strategies accessible to everyday investors who may not have the time or expertise to manage their crypto holdings actively. The opportunities that arise from combining AI and crypto are truly immense, and we are only just scratching the surface of what's possible. The first major opportunity is creating a more efficient and intelligent financial market. Traditional financial markets are bogged down by intermediaries, slow settlement times, and limited operating hours. By using AI to manage and optimize decentralized crypto networks, we can create financial systems that are faster, cheaper, and operate globally 24/7. Transactions could be settled in seconds instead of days, and AI-driven automation could dramatically reduce the fees associated with financial services, making them more accessible to everyone. Another huge opportunity lies in financial inclusion. Billions of people around the world do not have access to basic banking services. They may not have the documentation required to open a bank account or live in a region without physical banks. Cryptocurrency, accessible with just a smartphone and an internet connection, offers a way around this. When you add AI into the mix, you can create sophisticated financial services for these unbanked populations. As we mentioned, AI can be used to create decentralized credit scores, allowing someone in a developing country to get a loan based on their digital footprint, something that would be impossible in the traditional system. There is also a massive opportunity for enhanced security and fraud prevention. While the crypto world has had its share of hacks and scams, the combination with AI offers a powerful solution. AI algorithms are uniquely skilled at anomaly detection, finding the needle in the haystack. By constantly monitoring the blockchain, an AI can identify unusual patterns that signal a potential attack much faster than any human team could. This could lead to a future where decentralized networks are actually far more secure than the centralized databases of traditional banks, which represent a single point of failure for hackers to target. Finally, the fusion of AI and crypto paves the way for a whole new generation of intelligent, automated financial products. Imagine a smart savings account that automatically moves your funds between different decentralized lending protocols to always get you the best possible interest rate. Or imagine an insurance policy run by a smart contract on the blockchain that uses AI and real-time data from an oracle to automatically pay out a claim the moment a flight is canceled or a crop is damaged by a storm. These intelligent assets and automated services remove the friction and bureaucracy from finance, creating a more efficient and responsive system for users. Now, it is incredibly important that we talk about the other side of the coin, the risks. While the opportunities are exciting, the combination of AI and crypto is a new and largely unregulated frontier, and that comes with significant dangers that you absolutely must be aware of. The biggest risk is likely the complexity and the potential for error. Both AI systems and blockchain protocols are incredibly complex. If there is a bug in the code of an AI trading bot, or a flaw in a DeFi smart contract, it can be exploited by hackers, and funds can be lost in an instant with no way to get them back. The code is law nature of crypto, means there's no customer service number to call if something goes wrong. Another major risk is market manipulation. The same AI tools that can be used for legitimate trading can also be used for malicious purposes. Sophisticated actors could deploy fleets of AI bots to manipulate the price of a small cryptocurrency, creating artificial hype to pump the price up before dumping all their holdings on unsuspecting retail investors. AI can also be used to spread misinformation at a massive scale, using fake social media accounts to create a false sense of positive or negative sentiment around a project to influence its price. You have to be extremely skeptical and do your own research. There are also significant regulatory risks. Governments and financial regulators around the world are still trying to figure out how to handle cryptocurrency and AI in finance. The rules are constantly changing and can vary dramatically from one country to another. A project or a platform that is perfectly legal today could be shut down by new regulations tomorrow, potentially leaving investors with worthless assets or frozen funds. This regulatory uncertainty adds a huge layer of risk to any investment in this space, and you need to be prepared for the possibility of sudden, impactful changes to the legal landscape. Finally, we have to talk about the risk of centralization in a decentralized world. While the goal of crypto is decentralization, the development of powerful AI tools could ironically lead to more centralization. Large corporations or wealthy individuals with the resources to build the most advanced AI trading models could gain a significant advantage over smaller investors, creating an uneven playing field. If only a few major players control the most powerful AI, they could end up having an outsized influence over the market. This goes against the core ethos of decentralization and is a long-term risk that the community needs to address. Alright, let's quickly wrap this up and summarize the main ideas we covered today. We started by demystifying artificial intelligence, understanding it simply as smart computer systems that can learn from data and make decisions. It's the technology behind things like your Netflix recommendations, and in finance, it's used to analyze massive amounts of market data. We learned that AI is all about recognizing patterns at a scale that humans simply cannot match, giving it a powerful predictive and analytical capability that is changing every single industry it touches. It's a tool for advanced data processing. Then we broke down cryptocurrency, which is essentially digital money secured by cryptography and run on a decentralized network called the blockchain. The blockchain acts as a public, transparent, and unchangeable ledger of all transactions, making the system secure without needing a bank or government in the middle. The key takeaway here is decentralization. It's a financial system run by a community of users, offering a new way to think about ownership and the transfer of value. It's a fundamental shift away from the traditional, centralized financial structures we've used for centuries. We then connected the two, seeing how AI can analyze the vast amounts of data on the blockchain to power things like automated trading bots, enhanced security systems, and sophisticated DeFi products like decentralized credit scoring. We looked at the incredible opportunities this creates, from building a more efficient and inclusive global financial system to creating a new wave of intelligent, automated financial services. The potential to remove middlemen, lower costs, and increase access to finance is one of the most exciting promises of this technological fusion, and it is something that could benefit millions of people. But we also got serious about the risks. The complexity of the technology, the potential for market manipulation by advanced AI, the ever-present regulatory uncertainty, and the danger of centralization are all very real threats that you need to consider carefully. This is a high-risk, high-reward space. So, as promised, for everyone who has made it this far, I want to give you my free gift. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and then click the link in the description below to claim your free copy of my top 5 crypto investing rules for beginners. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button on your way out, and I will see you in the next video.